How do we speak to the cells of our body so we ultimately can change from a state of sickness and depletion and disease into a place of healing, of health and vitality in the system? Well, in this video, I want to share with you what I did on my healing journey and specifically the steps I've used to replicate that with hundreds, probably thousands of clients at this point over the last 20 years. So you're not going to want to miss this. So there's a process that's referred to as interoception. And really what it is it's the mind's ability, the consciousness's ability to take that awareness and soak it into the body. This is different than just working with the thoughts and beliefs, and it sure is different than working with the emotions that can be here, which are all very important to discern and sort out so you're not living in states where you're constantly being run by your thoughts and emotions. However, it still is limited to not allowing you to fully, as I like to say, soak into the body, into a way where you begin the process of developing communication with what is here in your body. So for example, for me, a lot of my symptoms were related to my liver being constantly inflamed. And that inflammatory response would not only stay in the liver, it would go up my spine, into my head and brain. And so what I needed to do, I could talk about it, right? Or I could think good thoughts about it, but you can kind of see I'm still not there. So I have to get to a place where I am relaxed, I am calm, I am centered, and most importantly, I am listening to what is here. And listening is not necessarily just with our ears, it is the ability to feel into it a whole lot more. This is something that I teach in really the first couple weeks in my 12-week Be Love Heal program. So make sure you want to take a look at that in the description below. I'll talk more about that later. But this is ability that I see most people are unable to do. They're in their thoughts, they're in the narrative, they can get into the emotional qualities that are there in content, but they're still missing that ability to drop in deeper into interoception, where they're able to feel what is there. Once you're able to feel that, then you can begin the process of communication with the tissues, with the liver, and especially with the function of the cells. So it is a process of, for a lot of people, they're out of their bodies, especially when they have some kind of chronic illness. They are living in fight or flight, the stress response every day, in overwhelm, maybe fear. Like, those of you who are watching, you know what I'm talking about. When you have the diagnosis and you're in pain and you're in symptoms, there's a level of you're just trying to get by through the day. You're just trying to not have flare-ups. You're almost like safeguarding your day. I don't want to eat this. I want to make sure I do this. I got to make sure I have good night's sleep. All this. And you start to live in this box that you inhabit that truly starts to limit your life. And that box is determined by what the communication on that deeper level is happening to the cells. So to take that experience you're having and change it to something that is going to help you break free from that mold of that box, to break free from those symptoms, and truly break free from the limitations you've put on your life so you don't have symptoms, is to get in there and start communicating with your cells. So you go through the thoughts, you go through the emotions, and you hang in there long enough so you start the process to feel deeply and listen deeply what's happening. Now, for a lot of folks, when they get in there, they're not going to like what they feel. A lot of folks, clients that have worked with me, they tell me, like their body starts having spasms, or it starts feeling deeper layers of constraint, or maybe emotional traumatic feelings that come up and arise. So before you can do any of that, you have to really be in a place of safety, a place where you're regulated, where you're in a place where you're not going to be disturbed. You're not going to do this while driving your kids to school. You're not going to be doing this, at a town meeting or at work. You got to do this in a place each and every day where you are comfortable, where you feel safe, and where you're not going to be interrupted. So when I went through my own process, I had to make sure each and every day I made time. I literally scheduled time in my day to do this work. Sometimes, if you're very sick and you're symptomatic, you don't have to worry about scheduling. You're just going to do it all the time because your body is screaming for it, right? And so it just requires, you're at the mercy of it. I'm going to do it right now. So once you've established those things, then you can begin to have a more clear understanding of what's there. You're not going to be racing around. Your nervous system is now in a place of rest and digest, so it can process deeper. It can feel deeper. There's a greater ease and room and space to be able to digest what your body's trying and has been screaming to you over and over again. So you can take that messaging it's been saying to you and not get reactive, but to just, in a place of non-judgment. Then it's immediately there's more space here. There's more room internally for you. And this is the key place where you can begin to start talking to the cells. And how you do it is you don't force it, you don't demand it. You do want to have confidence with command. This is what I want. I am strong, right? Liver, I am happy. I am. When you use those I am statements, they're very, very powerful. A lot of command and confidence comes through that. And it tells the cells, this is the direction I want to go. Come along. And as I hold that space, not just in my words, not just in my mind, but in my heart of hearts, where I feel that state of being, what it feels like to be strong, what it feels like to be excited about life, to be able to break free from that box that's kept you managing your life so the symptoms don't get out of control, right? Who would you be if you didn't have to do that? Immediately when I ask clients, I was I feel so free. I can do whatever I want. I can travel. I can go here. I can eat there. I can do this. That person, you want to feel that over and over. And the more and more you communicate that to your cells, your body's going to start changing. So that's the key. Now, the last part that sometimes can be the hardest for folks is the consistency. You have to do this consistently every day. And depending on how sick you are, you probably are going to have to do this 2 to 3 times a day. Most of my really sick clients, I recommend 3 to 5 times a day because it doesn't need a whole lot of time. We're not talking about sitting there for hours. But if you drop in with a clear intent and message to your cells, really all you need is 5 or 10 minutes. And if you did that 5 times a day, you start building this critical momentum inside you that begins the process of change. That is how we do it. That is how we create the effect from this causation chain that you are building inside yourself each and every day. And it all starts with beginning to communicate back to you, to yourselves, each and every day. Now, I have lots of videos about this. I have videos where I say, speak to yourself every morning this way, or speak to yourself in the evening this way. I recommend you check it. They're somewhere up here. Check those out. Maybe I'll link one at the end of this video. Those are really important. But I want you to also know about my 12-week Be Love Heal program. Because like I said, the hardest part that you're going to have to do, you're going to have to overcome yourself. Meaning that you're going to have to overcome your limitations, your limited beliefs, your ideas, and the thoughts you've been telling yourself about yourself. And some of those things are conscious, some of those things you're aware, but a lot of them are unconscious. And in my Be Love Heal 12-week program, in weeks 1 and 2, that is the purpose of it. I help you identify specifically to you, not to a one size fits all for everyone, but specifically what are those blocks you've been harboring for most of your adult life, honestly. And so once we're able to identify those, then we can begin the process of letting them go, releasing, and starting in week 3 and 4, building up a new belief system of what you want to be. What I find is most people that are sick with some disease or chronic pain or something like that and want to heal holistically, they just have such a deficiency of that longing. They haven't given enough air to it. They haven't fanned the flame, let's say, to that heart desire that they have. And you need to do that to communicate that to the cells of your body. That is the messaging. That is the frequency, how the cells really respond. Not just with our words, not just with our thoughts, but they need to feel it with the frequency of that energy. And that is what we teach in Be Love Heal. So make sure if you're someone, again, you can follow these steps, guys, and I wish you all the best. Like I think if you just follow these steps, you will start healing. However, for most of us, this is a very hard navigation process to do on our own. And that is why we offer Be Love Heal. So make sure you check that out in the description below. And I have a couple freebies for you. I have a masterclass, Goodbye Pain, and then also a free deep relaxation meditation for you down in the description below. So grab those things, and I wish you all the best in doing this process. And of course, blessings to your healing. Thank you for tuning in, and check out this video where I do recommend practicing this every morning. All right. Have a blessed rest of your day, everyone. Take good care.